Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 first things to do for the Poco F4. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is about to make the phone a bit faster, because if you open an app, maybe like the Play Store here, you will have always a little animation, because if you open it, it zooms out, and if you close it, it zooms in. Zooms out, zooms in, as well as with other things here like the file manager, zooms out, zooms in, and so on. And you can remove these animations, and trust me, that makes the phone much faster. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, for that, just scroll down here, right next to the camera, scroll down right next to the camera, and you will have always here the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point additional settings, and here you will find the point accessibility. And here the first bar, you will find the point vision. So tap here on vision, and then you can here remove these animations. So let us do it. So now if I open the Play Store, it's immediately there. If I close it, it's immediately gone. Also with other apps like the file manager, it's immediately there, immediately gone. Let me on now these animations again, that you can compare it a bit, because can you see that? It feels much slower right now. And it gives, by the way, also a system performance, because the phone don't have to do all these animations and so on. It is at the end also much faster in the performance. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is you can hide apps here on the phone. Let me go here to the app drawer, and basically you can see all your apps here on your phone. But if you want that some specific apps are not visible, you can hide them. Let me show you what I mean. Maybe let's hide here maybe an example, Pinterest. No? Just an example. If no one should see that you have Pinterest here on the phone, you can hide it. How you can do that? If you swipe here from the left side 2 times to the inside, like this, then you are here in the hidden app area. First of all, you need a phone pin, so the one to unlock the screen with. I'm sure you have one already, and then you have to go here on the blue button to set a password. Also, you will need a fingerprint here as well. So I've done it already, I've already a fingerprint. If not, the phone will guide you during this process. Okay, let me verify with my finger here. Okay, and now I have to create a pattern here with at least 4 dots. So yeah, just take something like this. Okay. Then, okay, now I can add here some apps. Go on the blue bar here, and then let's take maybe Pinterest. So go on the checkbox here to confirm, and now Pinterest is here at the hidden app area. Okay, let me go back now. So if I now going here on the app drawer, no one sees that I have Pinterest here on my phone. And that is very nice, because if I swipe it now 2 times here from the outside again, 2 times from the outside in, here to the inside, then I confirm with my pattern here, and then I have access here to Pinterest. So as you can see, a very nice mode to hide some apps. Okay, the next feature I want to show you is if you use your phone with one hand, because there's a very nice mode, a sidebar. You can swipe it in here from the side, and then you have quick access to your favorite apps. But you have to enable it first. Let me show you what I mean. So just go to the settings here. Now, otherwise, if you don't find the settings app, just scroll in right next to the camera. Then you have here the control center. The part of the control center, as we have learned, is simple for the settings. Tap on it. And then we need to scroll down to the point special features, and here we will have the point sidebar. Okay, usually you just have it during playing games, no? Or if you show videos on your phone, then you have access already to the sidebar. But I want to have it always shown. Then you will see it here. No? So this is for left-handed people, for me, because if you use your phone with just one hand and you are right-handed, then just go here on toolbox position and put it on the right side, and now we have here the sidebar on that side. And whenever I swipe it in, I have now quick access to my favorite apps. So, and that's also very useful. If I have my phone, as I said, with one hand, I can swipe it in like this, and I have quick access here with my thumb. Okay, another nice mode which wants to pause this one-hand thing is a general one-handed mode, because you can minimize here the screen size, the display size. Let me show you what I mean. For that, also just go to the settings. Let's go over the app now, and then go here to additional settings. Then we will need this point here, one-handed mode. And if you enable this one-handed mode, you have now the chance to make the screen a bit smaller with the navigation bar. If you swipe in now from the inside to the outside, to the square maybe, then you will have this little mini screen here. And now I would have easily access here at the lower display. If I'm ready with, I just tap here on the outside and I'm back in the regular mode. By the way, you can do it also to the other side, here to the arrow. If you do it like that, then you will have it as well. And then you will have here this mini screen just for one hand. And by the way, if you want to finish it, just tap here, as I said, on the outside, and you're back always at the regular mode. You can do many things at this mini screen. You can even play games with it and so on. So, as I said, a very nice mode. Okay, the next tool I want to show you is for our eyes, because we are all using our smartphone too often. I think you know what I mean, and that gives our eyes really stress. And there's a way to reduce this eye strain. Let me show you what I mean. For that, just scroll down here right next to the camera, scroll down right next to the camera, and we are here at the control center. And there are some shortcuts here. And by the way, if you scroll down here the shortcuts, you will have some more shortcuts now. And one of them is here the reading mode. So the icon with the eye in it. Now, again, if you enable it, you can see that the color has changed already here of the display. It's a bit of yellow touch and so on. And it's a blue light filter. And what I would recommend to you is, if you long press now here the icon with the eye in it, because then you are in the settings here of the blue light filter. And you have here the classic one or the paper one, and I would recommend to you to take the classic one and also to adjust it a bit. If you go here on the arrow, because now you can change here the color temperature, and as more warm it is, as better it is for your eyes. If you put it to the maximum, maybe it's a bit unusual at the beginning, but as better it is. Okay, let me go back now here on classic mode. What I would recommend to you as well is, if you don't want to have that on the day, I would recommend to you at latest to have it in the evening hours, because it could affect also your sleep. So if you want to have a better sleep, just also if you don't want to have the blue light filter here on the day and you want to have a better sleep at night, at minimum, go here on schedule. Then you can turn this blue light filter automatically on in the evening hours and turn it off in the morning hours, so that you have it just at the evening. So, and just go here on the good night suite, because then it will detect automatic with the time and so on, the time zone, automatically the sunset and the sunrise, and will turn on automatically if the sun sets, and if the sun rises, the blue light filter will turn off. A very nice mode, really nice for eyes. Think about you have just one pair of eyes. Okay, and what supports it as well here in the night is dark mode, because if the screen is very bright and so on during the night, or as well in the evening, if everything is dark around you and you have your very bright screen, is also not that good on the eyes, and feels also a lot of stress with. And just scroll on here right next to the camera, and let's scroll on in the shortcuts again, and then we will have here next to our reading mode the dark mode. And if I turn it on, you see that many stuff turns into dark right now. We will see it later, especially here at here at the settings. Maybe if I go to the settings, has been white before, as you have seen, and now it is dark. And this really helps your eyes in the evening hours. And as well, let me go back there again. to the shortcuts, because if you long press now the dark mode symbol again, we have also here some more option, and here I would really recommend to you to have it only in the evening or in the night, because on the day, if there's a lot of sunlight with a dark screen, you cannot see so much sometimes, and it gives your eyes as well stress. So just schedule it here at the first point, turn it on like this, and I would recommend to you also to take here from sunset to sunrise, so that it goes automatically on if the sun sets, and if the sun rises, the dark mode will turn automatically off, that you don't have to set it up each evening and morning. And by the way, this dark mode saves also energy, because we have an AMOLED screen here, and that helps our environment as well. Okay, the next point which one supports our eyes is the refreshing rate, because as higher it is, so at maximum 120 Hz we will have here at the phone, as better it is as well for our eyes. Let me show you how you can do that. First of all, just go to the symbol for the settings, then scroll down a bit to the display point, and you will have the refresh rate. Okay. Default, it's the default settings. It's recommended because one disadvantage of the refreshing rate is to increase it. It takes a lot of energy. That's a big disadvantage. Go here on custom, and here you can set up the refresh rate. Now actually we have 60 Hz, but you can increase it to 120 Hz, and then you have always 120 Hz, and it is much more smoother than the sorry if I spelled wrong, I'm not my English is not that good. It's much more smooth, and it's better for the eyes at the end, but it takes a lot of energy. So to choose the middle way, you can take the default settings here, no? But then it would just be enabled if you have a game which one requires it, and so on. No? But basically, if you want to do something nice for your eyes, increase the refresh rate by your own, like this. Okay, and there's another point. Let me go back here so that we're back again at the display settings. There's another point which one supports our eyes, and that's something simple, because we can change the text size here. So I've done it already. Maybe if you've realized it already, my text size is a bit larger. Usually it's just S here, but I would recommend to you to take also the L1, like I did. And you can increase it as you want and as well and so on, but let's do it to the maximum here. But the problem is, if you, it looks good at first, but if you have here the notifications and so on, it affects also the notifications, and then your the forecasts here of the preview here of the notification is not that much anymore. Okay, so let me go back here to the text size to put it back here on L. This is what I would recommend to you, and then you will have better previews for your notifications. The next feature I want to show you is to save energy, because there's a time we don't need our smartphone when we are sleeping. And just if you have urgent calls or something like this, but it's not that often, but for the other time we could turn off our smartphone. And there's a help here in the phone to do that also automatically. And let me show you what I mean. For that, just go to the settings. Then let's go to the point battery. And now you're on the top, there's a bar here, and we need now the point battery. And here we have the point scheduled power on off. And we can schedule here a power off time. Like this one here, 11:30 p.m. You can set up also another one if you want. And we can set up also a repeat time. If it should turn off every day to that time, or just on the weekdays, or you can customize it as well and select the days. because if during your work time, you as late as then you will have always the same time you go to bed, or you should have the same times you go to bed, and so on. And also, if your phone turned off, you can turn it on by your own in case it's too early or something like this. So, but with that, you cannot forget it. And you can also set a power on time, maybe 10 minutes before you get up or something like this. No? You can set up also the repeat timer and so on. And hey, that saves really energy because you don't need your smartphone if you're sleeping at it. It will affect also your health because you don't receive this notifications this unnecessary notifications in the night, and which one wakes you always up and so on. So really turn your smartphone off. To confirm that settings here, by the way, you need to confirm it here at the checkbox, and then the phone will help you to save energy and protect your health. Okay, and the next point I want to show you is, it's also the last point I've seen here, it is for the camera, because if you have a nice scene and so on, and you want to have it, you have to unlock the screen first and so on, look for a camera app, and that takes time. But it's a way to quick launch the camera. Let me show you what I mean. For that, just go on the symbol for the settings. Then go to additional settings. Go to the point additional settings. And then we will have here the point gesture shortcuts. So one of them is here to launch the camera. So I would recommend to you to take the first point here, to double press the power button. Okay, that means whenever I double press now the power button, I'm immediately at the camera without wasting time and so on. And what is very great, also, if my phone, let me close it that you can see that it really works. Also, if my phone is on standby, just double press the power button and you're immediately at the camera without wasting time to unlock the screen, to looking for the camera app and so on. And hey, may this saves you a great picture one day. Yeah. I hope I could help you with this little setup video here with the 10 first things to do. And if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in with some more tips and tricks and so on. Or you can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for your support, and maybe until next time. Ciao.